the purpose that we are treating the waste and properly managing the waste is because we need to convert the waste into energy or convert the waste into materials. That's why we have waste to energy processes and waste to material processes. Typically, we work with any type of solid waste. It can be solid or it can be semi-solid, like a sludge. The sludge is considered semi-solid. So in this way, we have to check first the moisture content, how much moisture it contains the waste. So if it contains a lot of moisture, maybe sometimes we need to dry the waste, depending on what we do. So there are different types of processes. For example, we can have biological processes, or physicochemical processes, or thermal processes, depending on what we want to do and how we can have a process that it is environmental friendly. Nowadays, you always hear something, it has to be environmental friendly. Something that it is simple, something that we can recover some of the materials or we can use the materials properly. The simplest, let's say, reactor that every human body has is the digestion system. The digestion system is considered a two-stage system. We have the stomach, we have the tummy. The stomach is considered one reactor to produce acids, and the acids later on it will go into the second reactor that will produce the gas. This is a typical biological system that is called anaerobic digestion. Depending on what we have, what kind of material we have, what kind of waste we have, we can control the products. The simplest is that we can consume sugar, like chocolate. It's very easy to digest chocolate. That's why if you eat chocolate, you have energy instantly. But after a while, you feel hungry because it is consumed very, very fast. You have to consume something that it can stay in your stomach for a longer time, that you don't feel hungry all the time. The people that they are on diet, they are always hungry. That's why they are complaining. Always say, oh, I'm hungry, because they don't eat anyway. Different types of things. Maybe someone can explain you about that. Now, here you can see some types of the waste that we have. This is I will try to properly hold this. This is a photovoltaic panel. We have the sun it hits this is connected to the electronic system. It will convert the sun energy into a chemical energy, and then the chemical energy is converted into electricity, depending on the system that they use. Now, this is a end-of-life photovoltaic panel. End of life means that it's already used. Usually the photovoltaic panels, they last for 15, 20 years max. We need to change the technology. We have passed from generation 1 photovoltaic panels, generation 2, and now we're in generation 3. So we produce a lot of waste, something like that. This is a crystalline silica photovoltaic panel. But it has inside some valuable materials. And one of the valuable materials is silver. Silver, like the girls that they have rings, maybe on a necklace, this is a silver. It has high value, so we can recover the silver and then convert the silver into something new. Silver or other useful materials, very rare materials, and some of these rare materials, they are considered also critical. What is the criticality now? The criticality is not about the material itself, but where it is produced. This is about macroeconomy. Means that where we import the materials. Sometimes we import the materials nowadays, we discuss a lot about Russia. Because if we import materials from Russia, Russian market is closed. How we run the business in Europe? No choice. We need to be somehow self-sustainable. We import materials from China. If the China close the business, then again we run out of business. So we need to consider how we produce new resources. And one of the new resources is to recycle our old materials. We can have old cars, or old cell phones, old computers. Everything that is old can be recycled and recover some valuable components. A lot of materials, the price has gone up because the market has closed, similar to the electricity now that we are living. Maybe the teachers can explain you a few more things about electricity. Another waste that typically we have here in Crete is related to the olives, olive trees, olive juice, olive wastewater. Everything is connected, everything is related, everything it can return back to life. Now we produce wastewater from the olive wastewater. Now is the time that we produce this, starting from November until March, sometimes in April. But the amount is a lot, and this is considered very, very complicated, very difficult to degrade wastewater. We need to find solutions about that. The Cretans, they know very well that this is very hard to manage. But what can we do? We can use filters, or we can use technology to treat such kind of materials. For example, I will take something. Μανώλη, δώσ' μου λίγο ένα τσάρα από εκεί πέρα, ένα πατσάρα, άνοιξε λίγο και δώσ' μου ένα οποιοδήποτε, μετά να το γυρίσεις όμως στην ίδια θέση. Πάρε ένα οποιοδήποτε τσάρι, δώστε μου λίγο και μετά απλά γυρίστε το στην ίδια θέση. Άνοιξε το λίγο το καπάκι. Πάρε ένα οποιοδήποτε τσάρι. Όχι το πρώτο, το δεύτερο, αυτό είναι άμμος. Το από κάτω. Ωραία. Για δώστε μου λίγο. This here is a waste. It is produced from palm trees. Palm trees, in Greek we call this phoenicas. In English it's called palm trees, but there are thousands types of palm trees. There are not only one type. And here in Kenya, because of the climate, we have a lot of trees on the side of the street. You walk on the street, you will see trees, like in the Castelia, there's a lot of trees there. Then there are the authorities, they cut the trees and they produce waste. You can see, I think we have some waste there, I can show you later. We take the waste, then we convert this into activated carbon, like the carbon that you use to filter the water. But this needs a process. In the process, we take the material, we carbonize, we remove elements like hydrogen, oxygen, and the remaining, and we keep only pure carbon. But then we need to activate this. What means activation? We increase the surface area. We need to increase the porosity, micro, meso, and macro porosity, in order to perform absorption process. So if we have a wastewater, like I said before about olive meal wastewater, then we can filter this into such kind of material. We run some experiments in the next lab, but I don't know, we are many people, I don't know if we can go there.